Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video, which was the intro and the princess party tag. If you watched it, awesome. You should also do the princess party tag because that was really fun to answer questions. So 2 videos 2 days in a row, usually probably not going to happen. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I wanted to get this channel a little bit up and running and starting to do a little bit more something that can be a little useful, although princess tag and intro is super fun, but I wanted to do something a little bit useful. So today, as I mentioned in my previous video, I was going to do a video showing you guys all of the makeup products that I use for princessing, as well as pretty much everyday life. Some of these products I'll use every day as well. So I'm going to make this video all about showing you guys what I use so that when you see some of the makeup tutorials, you'll know what I'm using, and I'll go a little in-depth today about, what the products are. I have pricing of the products, what I use them for, stuff like that. So I'll do that today so that when I put up a makeup tutorial, I don't have to take too much time explaining the products, although I will, go back and talk about it as I do my makeup. So to start out, I guess I will start with this. So a lot of the products that I use are, I guess you could say, high-end. The reason for this is, I know it's a struggle sometimes. It's a struggle for me too when buying it. They're pricey. And the reason why I personally decided to go more towards the high-end makeup and less towards drugstore, although I do use some drugstore stuff still too, like eyeliners, mascara, stuff like that. But all my foundations, eyeshadows, all that kind of stuff, it's all high-end makeup. So the reason for this is I feel that if I'm going to be outside, also if I'm going to be wearing makeup all day, I have learned that the more high-end brands will last longer. So, if I'm out all day princessing, I just kind of do up my whole face. Sometimes I have to change the eye makeup, but most of the time, the face makeup stays completely still. And I also like using more high-end products because for eyeshadows, the colors are a lot more pigmented. Just the quality's better. Not saying that you can't get good quality drugstore brands, because I know you totally can. I've used it. Sorry, also in like a wicked awkward position right now. Still haven't figured out the best place to do the video, so we're still in my princess room between the door and the closet. So cool, right? Anyway, so here we go. I'll get started. So this might run a little long just because I have a bunch of products to show you guys, but you can skip through if you want to see certain parts of it or whatever. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put little, links in between. So I'll separate it out into sections based on the brand of product. So the first thing I'm going to do, I have pricing and everything as well that I'm going to go through too about how much all of these things were as well. Wrote them all down here. So the first thing I'm going to go through is all of my face makeup. So the face makeup that I use also, super cute. Look at this. I got it at Walgreens. It's like $12 or something, and it holds so much stuff, honestly. It's pretty good quality too, so I love it, and it has all my makeup in it. So let's see. The first thing I'm going to start with is all my face makeup's MAC. So I think MAC is a really good brand. Again, some of it can be pricey, but surprisingly not as pricey as other higher end brands. So here we go. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is called the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. It looks like this. And what you do with this is like a holy grail right here. This is like the best thing ever. What you do is you spritz it on your face before you put on your makeup, and then you apply your makeup, and then when you're done putting everything on, you give yourself another spritz, and it kind of holds it all in. So this kind of locks everything in. It's really awesome. I think it has minerals or something in it. I'm not sure. It does something that holds your makeup in. So this little guy right here, and I've had this for maybe a month, a little over a month, and that's really all I've used so far. You only need literally 3 spritzes per time that you put it on. So this right here was $17. surprisingly not as bad as I thought it would be. So yeah, that's the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray. Awesome stuff. So the next thing I'm going to show you guys is the MAC, I gotta find it, here it is. It is the MAC Prep and Prime CC Color Correcting. It actually has SPF 30 in it. So, especially if you're outside, this is awesome. So what this stuff does is, it is a, I would say, I don't want to say it's a concealer because I don't really use it as a concealer, but what it does is you put a thin layer of it on, and what it does is it completely covers the, what's it called, the redness that you have on your skin. And my skin tends to get really red when I'm like completely like barefaced. I have red splotches in random places, so what I do is I put like a thin layer of this stuff on there, and it pretty much covers it up because it has like a yellow tinge to it. So I don't think this has an actual color. No, it's not an actual color. It's just the Prep and Prime CC Color Correcting with SPF 30. Also really awesome that there's SPF 30 because who doesn't love some sunscreen? So this little guy was $30, but you really don't need to use a lot of it because you really want a thin layer on your face. So this has lasted me a while too. Next thing I'm going to show you guys is my foundation, and I use the MAC Mineralize foundation. This also has SPF 15 in it, so more of that, and this is in the color NW15. It's probably like a lighter color. This gives a pretty good coverage, especially with my BFF that I recently bought, which is a beauty blender. Gives you a really awesome, like, really like, I guess you could say perfect finish on your skin, and you really don't need a lot of this when using the beauty blender too. So yeah, that's the foundation I use. This foundation was $35. I really don't use a lot of it. Again, you don't need to use a lot of it. It's like one pump, and then it covers my whole face. So, and then the beauty blender was $20 at Sephora. So I honestly had a really hard time spending $20 on a sponge, but it was probably the best $20 I've ever spent. Okay, so, sorry, I keep looking down. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. So what this is, it's in the color Light Plus. It's like the powder that I put on after I put my foundation on. I dust this powder on top. And also after I do some of my contouring, if it's a little too harsh, I'll dust, buff it out with some of this powder too. So it looks like this. It's in the color Light Plus, so super light. You really probably, no, you can't see it if I tried to put it on there, but it's really great. Again, this has been lasting me a while too because you really don't need to use a lot of it. Put a little on your brush it all over your face. All set there. And that was, how much was that? $32 for that. Next thing I'm going to show you is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Highlighter that I use, which I recently got. I didn't think I needed a highlighter, but you do. It helps. So this is what it looks like. This is in the color Soft and Gentle, and it looks like this. It gives you a super good shimmer. You really don't need a lot of it. Again, I don't think you could see it if I put it on there. Probably, oh, you can see it a little bit. Not really. So yeah, so that stuff's really awesome. It's more of like a natural one. There was another one, I forget what it was called, but it was more of like a white highlight, and I didn't want that. I wanted a natural highlight. So this is Soft and Gentle, and this was $32. Again, lasted me a while, and also I didn't haul all this at the same time. I had to do it in few separate transactions because I can't afford to do it all at once, but once you have it, it lasts you a pretty long while. Next thing I'm going to show you is what I use to contour. I don't actually use a bronzer to contour. I use a powder blush. Reason for this is because that's what they told me when I went to the store. I went in and had them do my entire face, and that's how I found all of these products. So this is a powder blush from MAC in the color Harmony. It looks like this. And this is what I use to contour. Again, it's lasted me a really long time. And this was $22 for this guy. My blush, my regular blush that I use for pretty much all princesses because it's a really good pinky color, is the MAC Powder Blush in Rosy Outlook. So it's the Pro Longwear blush, this one actually. So that's what it looks like. I don't think you can see it. No, you can't, especially because the lighting's not too great in here. But yeah, so that was also $22. Really good, really like a rosy color. Super awesome. So that was my face stuff. Oh, what I used for my concealer is just the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous concealer in the color, I'm not sure. There's Fair. It's in Fair. So, and as you can see, it didn't really help me too much today, but whatever. So I used that. I think that's it for my face routine. What I use is a moisturizer also before. I have two different kinds. When I'm not using the CC color corrector, I use this Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer just because my face gets super dry. So I put this on. I think this was 20-something maybe. It smells like coconut, so it smells really good. Lasted me a really long time. You don't need a lot of it. Also, daily moisturizer is called Say Yes to Cucumbers. I got it from Target. It was like $12. Again, you really don't need a lot. It smells like cucumbers. It makes your face feel really cool afterwards, so that's good. It works awesome. Okay, so moving on. So now I'm going to go through probably my eye makeup. So first thing I'm going to show you guys is the eyeshadow primer that I use, and I use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Original. This stuff is awesome. I discovered this a really long time ago when I don't want to say when it first came out, but really long time ago, and it's great. Again, you don't need a lot of it, so it lasts you a pretty decent amount of time. $20, just throw it on your eyes before you put on your eyeshadow, and it keeps it from creasing, and it helps it stay pretty much all day. So there's that, $20, super great. Next thing I'm going to show you guys. So I would say daily makeup and also for princesses that I use religiously is the Naked palettes from Urban Decay, because using those, they're really a little pricey when you first get them, but you really don't ever need to get any other eyeshadow like ever again, unless it's for like specific character work, because these palettes have like everything you need. So the first palette is the regular Naked palette, and hold on, take the brush out. Again, you can see I've used it a lot. The colors look like this. So these are more like copper toned colors, bronzy, stuff like that. I use this palette a lot for like Anna. I used a lot of this for Ariel. And just if I need to throw any neutral colors on anything that would need a little bronzing, my guess would probably be Belle. I haven't done that yet, but I'm sure it would work really well for her as well. So this Naked palette was $54, really pricey, but again, didn't get all of the stuff at once. I've acquired it over the years. I have the Naked 2 palette, which, take out the brush, looks like this. As you can see, I use one color all the time, and it also broke, so that doesn't help. But these colors have more of like the silvers and are more cooler colors, not as gold and bronzy as the Naked one. I mix a lot of these colors with like Cinderella, and I mean, I guess I've mixed a few with like Rapunzel and stuff like that, some of like the silvers and stuff like that I mix with that makeup. Again, $54. And I use these every day too, not just for princessing. And then of course I have the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, which looks like this. It's like rose gold colors. I'm actually wearing it right now. I use this a lot for Sleeping Beauty. My entire face comes off of this for Sleeping Beauty. Haven't really used it for anything else too much, but yeah, again, $54. And they also all come with like really awesome brushes. So I honestly don't really invest in like really expensive brushes, because I have brushes like this. It came with like, the 3 came with like a dual end, like this, a flat and then a kind of fluffy, but the Naked 2 has like the wicked fluffy end and then a flat end. So $54, use that all the time. Let's see, next thing I have, because it's going to get long. I will show you guys the eyeshadow that I use for Elsa. So my Elsa eyeshadows, I have two different kinds. I'll show you my like cheaper version first that I found at Walgreens actually. It's the e.l.f. brand, and it looks like this. So that's really cool, and when you open it up, these are what the colors look like. It has eyeshadows, it has a highlighter, it has eyeliner and lipstick. I don't ever use the lip gloss because it's really bright. So what it also does, which is kind of awesome, is it tells you how to do, I can't even see, how to do an Elsa makeup. And if you flip it over, it says, I consider that the Anna makeup. It says Queen and Princess, but I think that looks like Anna's makeup. And then here we have the Elsa makeup. So if I have to change characters one day, this is the palette that I will use. If I'm going from Elsa to someone else, I use this palette because my other palette that I use for Elsa is super pigmented, like wicked pigmented and almost impossible to scrub off, and your eyes are like bright red. Whereas this is not as pigmented, pretty good for the price. I think it was $11, $12 maybe for this thing, maybe cheaper, I don't really remember. But it comes off easier than the other one. So this is what I use for eye makeup for Elsa. My other Elsa eye makeup, I made my own palette at Sephora from Makeup Forever. It's the palette trio. So it looks like these. These are the colors I use, and they're basically refills. So you just pop these little guys into this palette, and that's what happens. So when I have like an event or something that needs pictures or wicked vibrant makeup, I'll use this because it's like super vibrant. Like especially this purple is like ridiculous, especially if you like wicked layer it on. Super pretty, like really awesome. So there's that. What I do is I'll do my Elsa makeup tutorials, both of them, for you guys too. I believe this palette, because the refills at Sephora were like, I want to say it was $42 for all of this maybe. Could be wrong. They run a bunch of specials on it sometimes. So this is my other Elsa palette that I made myself. I'll show you guys the palette that I use. Not really a palette, it's just two colors that I put in a duo. Again, Makeup Forever. This is probably $32 for two of them. I use the blue one here for Cinderella because I like to have my makeup more park accurate than movie accurate. So I use this blue one for Cinderella, and I use this lavender one for Rapunzel. Again, I will put those tutorials up. I really love the Makeup Forever colors because, again, so pigmented, like ridiculous. So there's that. Let's see, I think, oh, so this, again, holy grail. This is like a holy grail that I'm in love with. This is the Urban Decay, it's called Moon Dust in the color Cosmic. So it looks like this. So it's actually like a white, like shimmer. But what I do is, especially over Elsa, over anything really, is I'll take a little bit on my finger and I'll like pat it over my eye makeup, and it makes it, I hope you can see, super, look at that, so sparkly. And it looks so pretty, and like honestly, you just like pat it over there, so you really don't need a lot at all, just a little pat and you're like all set. So that's like holy grail. I'm obsessed with this, and this was, I think, $20 maybe. Yeah, $20 for this. Again, color Cosmic. So I think that's it for, well, okay, I'll continue with eyeliner and mascara. Eyeliners, I use two of them. I use these two. My favorite one is this one. It's the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This actually came in like a little compact thing, but this is awesome. It glides on super well. It looks really good. $20 for the bigger ones of this. I also use the Maybelline Define-A-Line, both in black. I should probably get myself a brown, but in black, it's just the little twist-up one like that. I don't know, probably like $6, something like that at any drugstore. those are the eyeliners I use, and mascaras I use are, hello eyelash, I use the, just started this one, Full Lash Bloom, CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom. I mean, I'd say it works pretty well. I really use my mascara to, you know, put over, like, just blend in my falsies with my real eyelashes. So, brush looks like this. It's worked pretty well, I guess. And then the other one that I'll use sometimes if I don't have falsies on is called the Benefit They're Real. This one's a little pricey, probably like 30 something for this one. But the brush is really unique in the sense that it's super, like, I don't know, really wide, spiky. My eyelashes clump really easily, so this really separates them out. He was like 30 something for that. So let's see, I think that was it. I swear I'm almost done. That was it for eye makeup. Eyebrows, what I use, which I did not fill in today. But, oh, I also use the CoverGirl liquid liner like this in black, too, to blend in my eyeliner line with the line of the falsies. So, not expensive, again, probably like $6 or something. What I use for my brows is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I use it in the color Caramel. It's like $20. I think it's like the best one that I've seen. It's a twist up like that. Fill them in, and then the other end has the little brushy thing like that. I think it's really awesome. Was $20 for that. Let's see. Moving on, last thing we're going to do is my lip stuff. So, I've acquired a lot of lip colors doing princessing and things. The first one I'll show you guys is my Elsa lip color. It is Kat Von D in Wolf's Mouth. It looks like this. It's like a really nice, I go for like the more cranberry color lip. It looks like that. So this is what I use for Elsa. I think this was, let's see, $21 for this. And again, it's in Wolf's Mouth. That's the color. I use this Sephora brand. It's called Sephora Rogue. I think it's called I don't know. It just has a bunch of N's with dots. I'm guessing that's what it's called. I use this for my classic princesses. It looks like this, so I'll use it a lot for Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. It's like a really pretty, probably Belle would be good. It's a pretty rose color, like that. Let's see. I used, this actually came in like a little birthday thing, and I'm like obsessed with it. I got it from Sephora for your birthday, so I'm probably going to get it when I run out of it. This is the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in the color Cruella. I use it for Ariel. It's a really pretty red color, and it goes on really smooth, and it's like a nice matte color. Sometimes for Anna, I'll switch on and off. Again, this came in a little birthday thing. It's the satin lip pencil in Rakugan, I want to say. It's like a really like pinky, glittery, like regular lip color. I also use the Too Faced Melted Metal Liquefied Metallic Lipstick. This one is in Melted Metallic Peony. I'll use this a lot for Princess Anna. Flip that one. There, again, very similar to the other one, but it's more of like a casual, natural lip color. And then the last lipstick that I use is, again, another melted Too Faced long wear liquid lipstick. This stuff lasts forever. Like, it's so hard to get off. So I use this for Rapunzel. Just because any park pictures I've seen a lot of them have really bright pink, like lips. So it's this one right here. Looks like that. Super pink. Again, stays on for like ever. So yeah, I think that is everything that I have. So now you guys have seen it all, and I've gone really long in this video. You will see what I will be using throughout my makeup tutorials. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe below if you want to see some more. When I actually start posting tutorials and stuff, I'll get on that. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.